Hey everyone! WrestleMania has finally arrived. Though, I think a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about WrestleMania this year, but we will talk about that another time. For now, we take our time with Night 1, which takes place this Saturday on PLE. Out of the 13 matches for the 2 nights, there are 7 matches on Night 1, and my name is Manlykefresh, and without further ado, let's run down the 7 matches and give my predictions. So let's go! If any of you would like to be updated on any future videos I'm about to release, or just to follow me in general, you can follow me on X at www.x.com/manlykefresh. So, let's kick off Night 1 with some 6-man tag team match action with The Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, who are the current Raw Tag Team or the World Tag Team Champions, teaming up with IShowSpeed, versus the Usos, Jey Uso and Jimmy. Congratulations, Jimmy, to becoming a dad, by the way. And Mr. LA Knight. Yeah. So, what can we say about this 6-man tag? Number 1, why is LA Knight in a 6-man tag? Why isn't LA Knight fighting for, if not a world championship, why is he not fighting for some championship of some sort? Why is he not fighting for the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship? Heck, why is he not even in anything positive? Why is he in this 6-man tag? Anyway, I'll tell you why he's in this 6-man tag. IShowSpeed has now turned heel. It's basically that now. IShowSpeed's turned heel. Funny that, because it was a member of the Vision that speared the living hell out of him back in the Royal Rumble. Was it this year or was it last year? I think it was last year, because Bron Breakker got eliminated first because of Seth Rollins. So, 6-man tag. Nothing really much to say about it, really. I have no interest in this match whatsoever. No interest. But let's just break it down. So, IShowSpeed is not a wrestler. He can take a good bump. He can take a bump, but he's not a wrestler. So, it's basically going to be a little handicap match. So, how this match has taken place, basically, is IShowSpeed got into some form of heated altercation with LA Knight on some podcast. And LA Knight beat him up, and then this past Raw, LA Knight, 2 Raws ago, LA Knight got smashed in the face with brass knuckles by IShowSpeed, the way he tried to make it look like it was an accident. Then this following week, LA Knight wanted to get his revenge. I suppose IShowSpeed jumped over him. Anyway, enough of the explanation. Let's get right down to the prediction, because no one wants to hear me talk about this match. No one cares about this match. So I'm just going to make a prediction. Jey Uso and LA Knight to win this match. So that's my prediction. Simple. So the next match I'm going to cover will be the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu versus the former WWE Undisputed Champion in Drew McIntyre, who lost to Cody Rhodes at the SmackDown after Elimination Chamber. So Randy Orton won the Elimination Chamber. Should have gone on to fight Drew McIntyre, but for whatever reason, Cody was given the championship match. beat Drew. And Fatu had some part to do with it. He got involved to some extent, but it was a clean loss. And the fact that Drew McIntyre is no longer WWE champion pisses me off. But hey, story for another day. So we have this unsanctioned match where these two have been beating the hell out of each other for so long. It's just getting a bit boring now. But yeah, this unsanctioned match is going to be no holds barred. And we still don't know if it was Drew that actually attacked Jacob Fatu last year. Like, they do all these storylines for us to watch and just make our assumptions that maybe this guy attacked him, but we don't ever get an ending. All now we don't know who attacked Jey Uso and took him out the Elimination Chamber. But hey, so just to run down the narrative that tends to happen. Drew McIntyre lost the WWE Championship because of Jacob Fatu, so it's more than likely that Jacob Fatu will lose this match. So I will give this match to Drew McIntyre, though it will probably be a controversial finish. So for Fatu to lose and Drew McIntyre to win. And we're going to cover my first of 4 women's matches. So the first match I'm going to cover is the WWE Women's World Championship, where current champion La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, will be defending her championship against former world champion in Liv Morgan. And to say things between these two has got a little bit heated would be an understatement. Did anyone watch Raw? I think, was it Raw Gone or the Raw before, where Roxanne and Liv were talking, and then out of the blue, Stephanie pushed Liv so hard into Roxanne, it almost looked like they both headbutted each other. And to make matters worse, she then threw Liv into the TV. Now, I'm not sure whether that Coco came from the TV or whether it was from hitting a headbutting Roxanne in Roxanne's hard head, because let's face it, Roxanne's head looks hard. So Liv's got this big, massive, dirty bruise right here, around spot right there on her head. This has been one of the more interesting storylines compared to all the other matches that are on the card. This one's had a decent build-up. It's had a decent build-up from the Royal Rumble, and it's got a bit more intense as weeks have gone by. I do believe, though, I hate to say it because I like it when they're stiff, because when they're stiff it shows a bit more authenticity. But with WWE's little policy on being stiff, they like to punish their superstars. It's probably likely that if Stephanie was going to retain before, because of what happened on Monday, they're probably going to give the title to Liv. Maybe Stephanie will probably get relegated back to mid-card or back to NXT. Let's face facts, the Stephanie Vaquer project hasn't really worked out. And it ain't nothing to do with Stephanie Vaquer, it's just WWE. I personally think it would have been better if WWE had reserved the match for Stephanie to win the World Championship for WrestleMania, make her the underdog, as opposed to the face going into WrestleMania as champion. Would have been more, they should have built it up a bit more. I know she stepped in for now mother Naomi. Congratulations, Naomi. But like I said, I feel Liv Morgan is probably going to win this match, and that's it. So basically, Liv Morgan to win. And the next match I'm going to cover is the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match, where current champion AJ Lee, who won the championship from Becky Lynch at Backlash will now, on Elimination Chamber, sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself, will try and regain her championship from AJ Lee. So Becky Lynch is going to try and get her championship back from AJ Lee. And, well, Becky Lynch's major gripe in this whole wrestling career of hers is that she's been unable to defeat AJ Lee. At every given turn, AJ Lee has defeated her. So she made her tap out to the Black Widow when she teamed up with then world champion Seth Rollins, and AJ teamed up with her husband CM Punk. Then at the Women's Survivor Series War Games match, again she lost the match. Though I think it was Rhea Ripley that won that one. I think I said it before. But again, Becky Lynch lost again. Then the third encounter they had, which was Elimination Chamber, once again, got into the Black Widow submission, tapped out, crowned AJ Lee new champion. So everyone was calling for a run back, and we've got the run back now. So this is going to be possibly the last match that Becky Lynch has against AJ Lee if she doesn't regain the championship. So I think I said this before, that Becky Lynch is so ironclad now that defeats will not ruin her popularity. However, I do feel at this point now AJ Lee needs to have a loss on her belt, and Becky Lynch needs to get one up. So in saying that, I'm going to say Becky Lynch to win and retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship. And the final women's match on this card will be a fatal 4-way tag team match for the Women's World Tag Team Championships, where current champions, the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, will take on the team of former champions in Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, as well as Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and the You Can Look But You Can't Touch Bella Twins. Bella Twins, why Bella Twins? Anyway, so the Bella Twins are in this match. So fatal 4-way for the tag team champions. How this is all stemmed about is that basically all these women have been gunning for the tag team championships. It's been tossed around left, right and centre through different teams. I think the only teams in this match that haven't won it is Bayley and Lyra, and obviously the Bella Twins, the Hall of Famers. Yeah, Hall of Famers. Yeah, Hall of Famers. Yeah, moving along. So it's quite nice to see the tag team championships getting their dues, because over the last couple of years the tag team champion, from its inception, it's been cursed. You've had issues with the inaugural champions. You've had, I think that was, it was the inaugural champions again, wasn't it? I'm sure Sasha Banks was part of that team. I'm sure of it. Yeah, Sasha Banks. But yeah, was it Sasha Banks and Naomi? Were they the inaugural champions? I think they were, you know. I think they're, don't quote me. I need to go and look at my history. In fact, let's look at it now. Let's go on my phone, look at WWE and look. Women's Tag Team Championships. Let's have a look at the history. Might as well do it while I'm here. The main belt reigns. So, who was the inaugural champions? No champions. History. Yeah, so it was Bayley. Oh, fine, that is. Bayley and Sasha Banks were the inaugural champions. So, and that was back in 2019. So, you know, and then we had Sasha Banks leave WWE. Naomi, they left. Many people have been injured while holding these tag team championships, but as of late they've had a good run. So let's get to my predictions. So I think based on the fact that we have the Bella Twins in there, and we have 2 championship teams in there. So we have 2 teams that have had championship and are currently holding the championships. Nia Jax is a multiple-time tag team champion, various different tag team partners. I think Tamina, her cousin-in-law, was one of them, and what was I going to say? I've got to try now. Okay, so yeah, we've got Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss as 1 tag team champion, and then we have the Irresistible Force, and then Lyra. Do you know what? I would like to see Lyra, and because Lyra has been a tag team champion before with Becky Lynch last year. I think they won it at WrestleMania last year until Becky stabbed her in the back the night before. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Bayley and Lyra to win the championship, and WWE, don't you dare put them on the bloody Bella Twins. I do not want to see the tag team championships on the Bella Twins. Do not do it. Don't do it. Lyra and Bayley to win. That's what I'm gonna say. And the next match, the penultimate match, I reckon this will be for night 1, will be the returning Seth Rollins taking on the ring general Gunther. Now, I need to pause a minute because I need to process this myself. Wasn't it Gunther that retired John Cena? Correct. Wasn't it Gunther that retired AJ Styles a month later at, was it the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia? Correct. Yeah. So why in the blue hell do we have the career killer, or whatever they want to call him, the ring general career killer, going up against the Vision, Seth Rollins? I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand Seth Rollins was supposed to fight Bron Breakker. Both him and Bron Breakker were injured, and then they thought to themselves, okay, we need a backup plan in case either one of them don't come back. And Seth Rollins returned, Bron Breakker in back. Why put him up against Gunther? Now, wouldn't it have made more sense to have Seth Rollins in that tag team match instead of LA Knight, because he's got more to prove, and then have someone like, I don't know, Rey Mysterio? No, actually, yeah, LA Knight should have been in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, and then Rey Mysterio should have fought Gunther, yeah, and Gunther would have tried to end Rey Mysterio's career, and then somehow Rey Mysterio would have won the match for whatever reason. Maybe, I don't know, John Cena coming at AA in thingy, and then AJ Styles doing a madness as well. And then later on down the line, we could have had Rey Mysterio get retired by Gunther, rather than Seth Rollins fighting Gunther. It makes no bloody sense. There's no build up here. I don't know what the deal is between Paul Heyman and Gunther, whether it's a match against Brock Lesnar in his career in the future. I have no idea. But all I know is this match is trash. There's no build up to it. It makes no bloody sense. So just put it this way, Gunther to win the match. That's all I'm going to say. Let's just have Gunther win the match. I'm probably going to be wrong, but Gunther to win the damn match. I don't give a damn about it. It just doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. There's no history. There's no build up. There was no build up there. Just put man to sleep and say that sleep, and then a week later we discover that Paul Heyman has a problem with Seth Rollins, because now Seth Rollins is back and you get Gunther. With all the other 5 matches, or was it 6 matches? There were 6 matches before this one. And now, guys, it's time for the main event. And we've reached the main event of night 1, which will be Mr. 3-time WWE World Champion, WWE Undisputed Champion, whatever they're calling it these days, in Mr. Whoa! Sorry. Against Mr. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me and they understand, they talk to me, in Randy Orton, with Pat McAfee in his corner. And the stipulation of this match is, if Randy Orton loses, Pat McAfee leads WWE forever, forever ever, forever ever. Yeah, well done WWE, making the focus of the main event of your richest championship in the entire company on Pat Bloodfire McAfee. Good job, well done, well done. Probably one of the only matches that was really getting interesting, you've ruined by adding Pat McAfee to it and making him the vocal point of the storyline. Make it make beep 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 sense. Anyway, take Pat McAfee away, the match has loads of potential. At the end of the day now, Randy Orton was always going to go rogue. He even said it to Cody, I didn't want to fight you, I want you to fight Drew McIntyre. And Cody said to him, I'll bring the Viper, I want you at your best. And they always say be careful what you wish for, and that's what you got. So I'm quite torn between who to root for in this match. In one corner we have Cody Rhodes. I am not the biggest Cody Rhodes fan. I think Cody Rhodes is just, he's been forced down our throats so much that it's got to the point now where I don't even want him to lose a championship, because I don't want him to lose a championship and have that WWE championship his prestige be brought down by the fact that the championship has changed hands 4 times in the space of 6 months, if Randy Orton should win. But in the same sense, I want Randy Orton to win the match so he can carry on the legacy of always winning the championship after John Cena. I mean, when John Cena won the Royal Rumble, Randy Orton won it a year later. And it happened this time round. When John Cena became WWE Champion, Randy Orton won it later. When one person won the main event in WrestleMania, it was Randy Orton. You get where I'm going at. Whatever John Cena has done, Randy Orton's kind of done it a year later. And Randy Orton deserves a world championship, but by adding Pat McAfee to the situation, you just kind of made Randy Orton a tool. No. Pat McAfee calling the excuse me. Yeah, no, that's what I know, excuse me. Who the McAfee? Who is Pat McAfee? Like, don't get me wrong, I like Pat McAfee, but you're nobody, bro. You're not a manager. You're not The Rock. You're not Ric Flair. Of all the people they could have brought back as the third, as the person talking to Randy Orton, you could have brought back Ric Flair. You could have brought back Ted DiBiase. You could have brought back Ted DiBiase's son. You could have brought back freaking Arn Anderson, who was Cody Rhodes' manager, but you brought. Anyway, prediction time. Who are we going for? Anyway, Randy Orton. Let's just end it here, because I'm getting irate. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. Randy Orton to win the WWE Championship. But then we have to deal with Pat McAfee. Randy Orton. I mean, we can deal with Pat later, but yeah, Randy Orton to win and become a 15-time WWE champion, or 15-time world champion. Before you guys leave, kindly do me the greatest honour by subscribing to my YouTube channel by clicking on subscribe, and by following me on my only social media platform of X at www.x.com/Manlykefresh, where you'll be updated with any future videos which are about to come out, whether it be my wrestling videos or my gaming videos or my top 20s. So until next time, guys, see you at the next video. Look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye.